Welcome back to my channel, friends. I am so glad you are here. How are you doing? Like, seriously, how are you doing? Today we are stuck home. We've got some, not really even snow, just some ice, and we are stuck home. So I'm doing all right. I'm getting by. But in today's video, I am showing you right now just a little snippet of my closet. This organizational project is coming, friends. I promise it is coming. It takes me a little build up for this one. I'm going to have to be in the right mindset, and I may need a couple of baskets or bins or something for this project. So I have not started it yet, but it is coming. I promise you will want to stay tuned for that. But when I started this video, the first thing I wanted to do was this 3-drawer organizational thing that was in my closet. I had a new purpose for it, so stay tuned till the end of this video. I will show you what I do and where I move this 3-drawer piece. But right now I'm going through it. It has been sitting in my closet collecting dust for years. I think I moved it from Maryland and now it's in Arkansas, and it's been sitting unused just with random old medical supplies, stuff from when I had surgery on my wrist, stuff from pregnancies. I've got expired medicines, you name it. This was kind of a catch-all. So I'm going through and I'm getting this all sorted out, cleared out, and I'm going to repurpose this thing in another room. And then as we move on past this, you will see me. I'm going to jump into organizing my medicine cabinet. That's been on my list for a while, and we are decluttering and tackling it. It had just gotten kind of out of hand, so we will tackle that here in just a minute, but we're going to jump right in and finish decluttering and cleaning up this 3-drawer organization. So grab your coffee, go grab you a load of laundry to fold, clean with me. We're going to be keeping each other company today, and let's go ahead and tackle that first thing on your list today. So I want to give you a little background on this little tote that is full of medical supplies. This goes all the way back to when I had my second child in 2017. I had a scheduled C-section. It was a repeat C-section after my first pregnancy. I ended up in an emergency C-section. So second child, I ended up doing a scheduled C-section, and I believe it was the second day when I probably could have been discharged from the hospital, my incision popped open, and it went really deep. I won't go into a lot of details, but that tote was from when I was sent home. I had to have home health for several weeks as that open wound had to heal from the inside out. They couldn't sew me back up or anything because of risk of infection. So I had to have home health come out. It was daily for a while, and then every other day for a while. It was a long healing process to treat this deep open wound that had happened from my incision opening back up. And those were the supplies that the nurse would use when she came in every day. And we literally haven't touched it since then, and it had been sitting. It moved with us, actually. After I had my son, we moved in 2019 back to Arkansas, where I am from, and that moved with us. And I haven't touched it. I haven't gone through it. So it was time to go through that and get rid of a lot of that stuff or move it into our first aid bag, which is kind of what you saw me doing. So just wanted to give you a little backstory on that tote and its significance. Do any of you guys have things in your home like this tote that bring back these memories for you? Let me know in the comments below if there's something like this that triggers a past memory for you. So when starting a declutter organizational project like this, what I find most useful is to pull everything out, clean your space so you have a nice, fresh, clean space. And then I go through and I group all the like things together. So for my cabinet, what I wanted was like pain and headache medicines together. I wanted sinus, allergy, cold medicines. I wanted them all together, so I did that. And then children's medicines that kind of went all together. So I grouped those together. And bear with me, friends, you may hear my kids in the background because we are out of school today for weather. So you'll also notice here, I used what I had at home. I bought one thing when I went to buy some baskets for my closet. I did buy a smaller little white basket. All of these do not match. As you're seeing, I have like 2 that match, and then the rest is kind of hodgepodge. But for me, this works. This is functional. It works for me. I don't need it to look pretty and, perfect acrylics and all of that. That may be perfect for you, just not what was necessary for me for a medicine cabinet that really only me and my husband see. So let this be your reminder that it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to go out and buy expensive organizational tools to make your space decluttered and fresh and organized. Just use what you have. If you want to buy things and that makes you happy and that will bring you joy, then by all means, please do that. But also know that if you don't have the means to do that or you don't want to buy more things, you don't have to. Your space can be beautiful and functional and organized without all the frill and the fluff. Okay, friends, so we are in my daughter's room and we are tackling this lovely dollhouse behind us. It's been driving me nuts. It's been driving my daughter nuts. My daughter's a bit of an organizational guru like myself who just loves organization like I do. So this has been really driving her nuts. So that's why I was cleaning out that 3 storage bin to try and utilize it in here. So we're gonna try it out. It's not a very big project. It's just something I wanted to do and tackle. So I finished my medicine cabinet and now I'm gonna see if I can organize her Barbie stuff and maybe it'll make it a little nicer for her, a little more organized, and maybe it'll help her when she goes to play with it to be able to see and find her stuff a little better if it's organized by categories and everything's not just thrown in here like it is now. So let's see what happens. My kids are responsible for keeping their rooms clean. We usually make them clean their rooms up every night, and then when they get up in the mornings, they will play with their toys before school. And my son, he's 4, and he does an okay job, but anyone with a 4-year-old knows it's a little bit of a struggle to get him to clean his room. But on this day, I really needed to vacuum, so I went ahead and tidied up his room for him. Honestly, neither of their rooms are very bad. You'll see my daughter's room. My daughter does a really great job. She's just turned 6. My son just turned 4, so they're good with their rooms. But Madeline, my daughter, obviously is a lot better, and she's older. But I needed to tidy up this room today because I was vacuuming and it needed it in the worst way. While I was at it, I went ahead and went through a couple more hand-me-down clothes that I knew there might be something in there that he could wear. So those were the clothes I was going through, was seeing if there was anything in there that he could wear at the time, and see if I needed to pull anything else out. And then I go ahead and get this room really good and vacuumed. I pull out my corded, good old trusty Shark and just really give this room a really good vacuum. And you'll see at the end, it picked up a lot. Like I said before, I really try to give my kids responsibility for keeping up with their rooms, and my daughter has been making her bed every morning, so if you notice, it's not perfect, but I'm just so proud of her that I was not about to remake that bed and make her think she didn't do a good job. So that is why it looks that way, and I'm just so proud of her taking that initiative every morning to get her bed made. It's just so sweet. As I wrap up today's video, I just want to remind you that you are so incredibly special. You are one of a kind. You are the original, the one and only you, and you are here for a reason, and I want to remind you of that today, how special and wonderful and loved you are. I don't know who needs to hear it, but I know somebody needs to hear that today. Everybody needs a cheerleader, and I want to be that for you. I want to encourage you that you are loved and you are wonderful and special, and you were created with a purpose. So do the best you can today and know that that is good enough. Know that that is okay and that you are the exact person that was meant to do only the things that you can do. So I want to encourage you with that today, that you are special and you are loved, friends. And I hope you really, truly hear that today. If you haven't already, friends, will you go ahead right now and will you hit the like button? It doesn't cost a thing, but it helps out me on YouTube tremendously. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and that little bell notification, and it will let you know every time I put out any kind of content. It will just notify you that it's there. Doesn't cost you a thing, but yet it helps me so big. Also, please share my videos and my channel with anyone that you think could use a little cleaning motivation. If somebody is having a baby, I have some baby content that I'm sprinkling in here and there that is coming out. If you haven't already, check out my newborn essentials. I made that last week. And also check out all of my Clean With Me's. I've got Pantry Organization, all kinds of wonderful, great content, and more to come on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, friends, take care.